Welcome to the President's Diary, where we take a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. His Excellency started his week when he took a tour of the US $100 million Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. The President was joined by the Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Unej Walrand, and Chief Executive Officer of Go Invest, Dr. Peter Ramsarup. President Ali on Tuesday attended the 2022 International Energy Conference and Expo Guyana at the Marriott Hotel. There he affirmed that Guyana is ready to partner with companies, but Guyanese must be able to benefit from those investments.
We are welcoming capital, but the capital must come at the right price. We are negotiating very competitively, so you'll have to come with good rates and fixed storm rates. So don't second guess us. Don't say you never had the opportunity.
The head of state says Guyanese must seize the training opportunities to become competitive.
We must provide our human resources with the best possible training through access, affordability, and equity. And we're investing to do this beginning this year. With our strategic partners, together we are building out this capacity in giving the private sector and every Guyanese the training to actively participate in the future development of our country.
Dr. Ali says Guyana will finally be able to diversify its economy, utilizing the wealth derived from the oil and gas industry.
You will see the results, and the results will be to the benefit of all the people of our countries.
Meanwhile, Dr. Ali said Guyana's tourism product is ripening, pointing out that Guyana and Barbados are in discussion to twin their tourism products. Dr. Ali and Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley also toured the Umanayana Benab, where a duty-free shop was set up in accordance with the Energy Conference. His Excellency also hosted a working dinner for the visiting Prime Minister at the State House. The head of state presented the Barbadian Prime Minister with a painting of the Pacaraimas from renowned Guyanese artist Merlin Ellis. He also gave a brief history of the Amerindian people.
This painting we presented to you is from the North Pacaraima, Guyana, and we hope that you'll be visiting that area. You will see the vastness of Guyana, but more importantly, the potential that exists. Guyana is home to 9 indigenous nations that have settled across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. The indigenous peoples are the first inhabitants of the land. They share a rich and diverse culture and are one of the many ethnic groups that make up the people of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. The Pacaraima mountain range is located in the Cuyuni-Mazruni region on the western edge of Guyana. It extends for 400 kilometers and is home to the famous Mount Roraima.
President Ali was joined by Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips and other members of his government, including the Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hugh Todd, Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crowell, Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat, Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Unej Walrand, Minister within the Ministry of Housing and Water, Suzanne Rodrigues, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, Foreign Secretary Robert Prasad, and Director of Projects at the Office of the President, Marcia Nadir Sharma. His Excellency and several ministers of government also attended a sectoral meeting with the Barbados Prime Minister and her delegation. Dr. Irfan Ali also took time out to hold a bilateral meeting with the President of the Republic of Suriname, His Excellency Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, and his delegation at the Office of the President. The head of state also attended the opening ceremony of the Baker Hughes Supercenter at Land of Canaan, East Bank, Demerara.
The local content legislation is not meant in any way to displace anyone. It is not meant in any way to lock out any investor. It is not meant in any way to minimize foreign direct investment. It is not meant in any way to minimize global investment and footprint in Ghana. To do so will be foolish. To do so will be working in isolation of what the rest of the world is. But what it is bringing together your expertise, your value system into a local environment with the intent of creating value locally and enhancing value locally.
The President was joined by Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crowell, Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat, and members of the diplomatic community. Baker Hughes is an international company that specializes in the provision of oil services. Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali also lauded the US $35 million investment by Gyson K&B Investments Incorporated that will create employment for 500 Guyanese. The facility will be occupying the former Enmore estate. The initial investment by the company amounts to US $7 million and will create 150 jobs this year alone.
These are highly skilled jobs. These are skilled jobs that are being created. And the company has committed to commence that process almost immediately, to have the eventual 500 employees trained and ready to take up jobs within the company.
Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, was also at the ceremony at the International Energy Conference and Expo Guyana. Again, Dr. Ali took time out from his extremely busy schedule to meet with a visiting team from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's Minister of Energy, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, joined the meeting virtually. Vice President Dr. Bara Jagdeo, Minister of Natural Resources Vikram Bharat, Foreign Secretary Robert Prasad, CEO of Go Invest Dr. Peter Ramsarup, and the Director of Projects at the Office of the President, Marcia Nadir Sharma, were also at the meeting. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali also welcomed the investment by NTS Group that will create a further employment for 25 Guyanese. This group is known globally for providing complex manufacturing, repair and rental solutions for the oil and gas sector.
We understand the nature of these investments. Machining and fabrication is an integral part of the oil and gas sector. And this investment in this area would catalyze growth and development in a number of other areas. More importantly, these are the types of investment that would change the skill set of our human resource base.
As such, government will continue to extend a hand to companies looking to invest in its oil and gas sector. However, Dr. Ali reminded that Guyanese must benefit from all investments.
We live in a region that is tourism-based, where we have many cruise ships, yachting industry. These are industry that requires a lot of machining services, fabrication services. Once we have investment in the technology for the oil and gas sector, a natural spin-off is these other sectors, including manufacturing and industrial development.
On Thursday, Dr. Irfan Ali received a courtesy call from several members of Rotary International. President Ali was accompanied by the Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Unij Walrand. Rotary International is a worldwide service organization that brings together business professionals and community leaders in order to provide support to others. Additionally, President Ali and a government team on Thursday held a meeting with the Aisha Foundation, a volunteer-run spiritual and well-being organization, and renowned Trinidadian soca artist Machel Montano, who is also a practicing yogi. This has been the President's Diary, where we took a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali's week of activities. Thank you for watching and do join us again next week. Goodbye.